The sky's painted in colors wild, the wind picks up the dust, and far-off sirens sing the night, but in your eyes I trust. Out here where the fields catch fire and the nights are thick with heat, we find a calm in the chaos, our hearts keep a steady beat. Smoke drifts like a restless ghost, but we're grounded in this place. Small world spinning wildly, yet you're my saving grace. Every spark outside may burn, threatening all we've known, but between the ash and embers, something stronger has grown. Hold steady, hold tight, when the fire's climbing higher, we're the roots beneath the flame, holding on to what's ours. No blaze can tear apart the lines we've drawn. In a world on fire, it's you and me still carrying on. The news is full of chaos, the streets rolling like waves, but here in this patch of earth, love's the only thing we say. Your hand finds mine in the silence, a moment fierce and clear. It's a promise sealed in quiet through this wildfire year. Outside the world may crumble, but I'll stand where you stand. Through burning skies we wander, still walking hand in hand. Hold steady, hold tight, when the fire's climbing higher, we're the roots beneath the flame, holding on to what's ours. No blaze can tear apart the lines we've drawn. In a world on fire, it's you and me still carrying on. We'll build a shelter from the sparks, a place no flame can reach. In the wildfires of the world, our love is the lesson they teach. Hold steady, hold tight, when the fire's climbing higher, we're the roots beneath the flame, holding on to what's ours. No blaze can tear apart the lines we've drawn. In a world on fire, it's you and me still carrying on. So let the flames roar on outside, here's where I'll remain, with you beside me always, through the smoke and through the The sky's an endless blue, but not for me and you. Sitting on this porch where it all began, coffee cooling down in your hand. We chased the summer sun through fields of green, shared laugh lines and secret scenes. But seasons change with no real warning, and here to stay. Still here under open skies, where promises don't fade or die, though the roads may pull apart. You and I still beat as one heart. Still here when the daylight fights, when dreams are lost or taking flight. No matter what the world lets slip, we're never done under these same skies. You told me once, time bends and sways, like the creek that runs past our days. But love's not just a song to sing, it's the silence and the offering. With every mile that tried to break, our stories folded but never fake. We held on through the fight, still in tune, still right. Still here under open skies, where promises don't fade or die, though the roads may pull apart. You and I still beat as one heart. Still here when the daylight fights, when dreams are lost or taking flight. No matter what the world lets slip, we're never done under these same skies. There's a peace in knowing you're near, in the laughter through the tears. Not every story's a goodbye, some are just a different sky. Still here under open skies, where promises don't fade or die, though the roads may pull apart. You and I still beat as one heart. Still here when the daylight fights, when dreams are lost or taking flight. No matter what the world lets slip, we're never done under these same skies. Still here under open skies, my dear. The sun breaks through the cotton fields, and dust kicks up beneath worn boots. The hands stained dark from days gone by. I found my past just down these routes. That old porch where we carved our names is fading now, paint chips away. Laughter hanging in the summer air, but time has other plans to play. Every mile we drove that night, the sky leaned in like it would spill. Our stories tangled, raw and real. At turning points you feel the thrill. We were fireflies in the pouring rain, chasing sparks that never stayed. The roads we walk, both sweet and stung, carved the songs that still get sung. No looking back, just moving on. In every end, a brand new dawn. From tangled roads to open skies, we carry on with no disguise. Mama's voice from the kitchen light, telling tales of dreams once chased. fireflies in the pouring rain, chasing sparks that never stayed. The roads we walk, both sweet and stung, carve the songs that still get sung. No looking back, just moving on. In every end, a brand new dawn. From tangled roads to open skies, we carry on with no disguise. So here's to roads and turning points, to hearts that heal and joints that bend. Our stories ink still fresh and bright, a country song without pretend. Morning breaks with a stiff breeze, dust dancing down old dirt roads. Your worn boots by the doorway, and hands that never let go. We've been through fire, and we've been through rain. Broken promises, tangled in pain. But here in the silence, where hearts still fight, I see the stars that don't fade out at night. No easy roads, no magic ends, just holding on through the bends. I'm fighting for us again, till the last breath we get, through every storm and every sunset. This isn't just a moment, it's the story we defend. I'm standing right here, fighting for us again. Your eyes tell a story of battles fought, words unsaid but never forgot. In the kitchen light you meet my gaze, a quiet vow that never strays. We're weathered, worn, but not undone. Two hearts racing, beating as one. I'm fighting for us again, till the last breath we get, through every storm and every sunset. This isn't just a moment, it's the story we defend. I'm standing right here, fighting for us again. Maybe not perfect, maybe not new, but no one knows this road like me and you. If falling means we learn to rise, then I'll meet you under these wide open skies. I'm fighting for us again, till the last breath we get, through every storm and every sunset. This isn't just a moment, it's the story we defend. I'm standing right here, fighting for us again. Remember that old porch where the light used to hang, sunset painted gold, you call me old man. Hands in the dirt, planting dreams in June. The song of our lives played out in that tune. We lost our way somewhere down that dusty road. Words left unsaid weighed heavier than the load. But tonight I found the courage to see it through, 'cause this heart keeps beating, still turning back to you. Every mile apart just made it clear, love's not gone, it's waiting here. This is how we love again, breaking down the walls we built in vain. Through the storms and pouring rain, I'm coming home to you to start again. Remember late night talks under open skies, promises tangled up in laughter and sighs. Time's a stubborn friend, but it taught me true, that nothing's stronger than coming back to you. Every tear and trial, every fall in bed led me closer to the place we met. This is how we love again, breaking down the walls we built in vain. Through the storms and pouring rain, I'm coming home to you to start again. No more running, no more hiding. Got my heart wide open, no denying the past behind us, the road ahead clear. Hold on tight, the moment's here. This is how we love again, breaking down the walls we built in vain. Through the storms and pouring rain, I'm coming home to you to start again. Yes, this is how we love again. Underneath these stars, my forever friend. The old truck rolls on gravel roads, windows down, dust kicks and flows. Sun beats down on worn out boots, memories ride in faded suits. We met where the cotton fields sway slow, two stubborn hearts that never did know easy days or clear skies ahead, just winding paths where angels fear to tread. Words like fire, sometimes too hot to hold, promises tangled up and barely told. Still we dance through storms that never cease, two restless souls that found no peace. We were never easy, like rivers running wild, breaking through the banks got stories cracked and bare. Every scar tells the fights we chose, mending wounds nobody else knows. Hearts on edge like weathered old wood, tough to bend but still we stood. In every clash, in every fray, we found new roads to lose the way. We were never easy, like rivers running wild, breaking through the banks, just too unruly child. Underneath this sky that's always changing hues, we fought and we faltered, but somehow we made our dues. So here's to the battles that shaped who we are, to dusty evenings and that old rusty car. Not smooth roads, but the ones we made up our minds to take. In every crack mile, a piece of us stayed away. We were never easy, like rivers running wild, breaking through the banks, just too unruly child. Underneath this sky that's always changing hues, we fought and we faltered, but somehow we made our dues. Yeah, we were never easy, and that's the truth we tell. On hard roads and dusty trails, we learned both heaven and hell. The road was rough, but that's where it begins. Old roads and tired boots, faded denim skins. Every line on my hands tells a tale of pain, locked away in the quiet night, soaked in the rain. I carried bruises that no one could see, until your light broke the locks and set me free. Wasn't easy walking through the fire and rain, but you stayed steady in the pouring haze. These scars are maps that led me straight to you, past carved in battles and the things we've been through. If we don't let go, we'll find the truth in the blue. Hold tight, hold on, we're breaking through. Remember the nights we traced the stars so plain, your hand in mine, washing all the old stains. The cracks in our hearts like rivers they run, teaching us to heal, teaching us to love in the sun. I was broken glass, but you gathered all the pieces, brought me home when the fighting ceases. These scars, they're maps that led me straight to you, past carved in battles and the things we've been through. If we don't let go, we'll find the truth in the blue. Hold tight, hold on, we're breaking Every broken part makes us stronger than before. These stories written in skin and bone led us here to a place called home. These scars, they're maps that led me straight to you. Past carved in battles, in the things we've been through. If we don't let go, we'll find the truth in the blue. Hold tight, hold on, we're breaking but here we stand, scars and all, walking hand in hand. The night was quiet, the air stood still. Words unspoken, hearts tried to fill. Broken moments we never named, but here we are, still untamed. You and me sitting side by side, holding secrets we couldn't hide. Long roads travel without a sound. In that silence, love was found. Every pulse felt like a test, but in the hush, we did our best. Through the quiet, hand in hand, we built our own promised land. We survived the silence, weathered the storm, kept our hearts safe and warm. No need for words, just trust and faith. Still here standing, unbreakable, we stay. The nights were long, the days unsure, but our love was steady and pure. Breathing space where words fell short. In the calm we found our ford. Quiet moments, loud inside, a story told with each stride. Through the quiet, hand in hand, we built our own promised land. We survived the silence, weathered the storm, kept our hearts safe and warm. No need for words, just trust and faith. Still here standing, unbreakable, we stay. No thunder, no cries, just steady ground. In the silence, our love is found. Not every story needs a shout. Sometimes love's what silence about. We survived the silence, weathered the storm, kept our hearts safe and warm. No need for words, just trust and faith. Still here standing, unbreakable, I've got these lines on my skin like roads I traveled through, each one a story, a lesson I never knew. There was a night when the rain wouldn't quit, broke my old truck down on a one-lane split. I sat there alone, watching the water rise. Felt like the end, no more goodbyes. But sometimes the darkest past will show where to find the light, where to grow. These scars ain't just pain, they're my maps to you. Every cut and bruise led me through. When hope was loud, pulling me out, I found your hand in the pouring down. Hearts get broke like the gravel roads, dusty miles where the cold wind blows. But in the cracks, wildflowers bloom, like your smile that lights up a crowded room. A broken road stitched up with truth, past the dark to something new. These scars ain't just pain, they're my maps to you. Every cut and bruise led me through. When hope was loud, pulling me out, I found your head in the pouring down. So take these scars, don't shy away. They're the stories that led me to stay. No perfect roads, just miles we choose. Worn paths that brought me home to you. These scars ain't just pain, they're my maps to you. Every cut and bruise led me through. When hope was loud, pulling me out, I found your hand in the pouring down. Yeah, these scars led me right to you, on roads that hope made true. I found a worn out letter on the dashboard seat, faded words that said we're still holding on, believe. The rain tapped lightly on the windshield's glass, a quiet kind of fight that we're trying hard to pass. You said there's cracks in every story we have spun, but I still see the fire even when the day is done. Coffee cups and broken plans scattered on the floor. I'm willing to mend you're willing to fight for more. 'Cause love's not just a word we say, it's the nights we choose to stay. So here we are, fighting for us again, putting pieces back together, holding close through pain. No silent goodbyes, no walking out the door, just two hearts bruised but beating, wanting something more. Your eyes tell stories that your mouth won't speak, in every stubborn silence that you I'm trying to seek. Dusty roads and old regrets fade beneath the stars, a rough road home, but I can see how loved you are. 'Cause love's the song we hum each night, the reason we keep holding tight. So here we are, fighting for us again, putting pieces back together, holding close through pain. No silent goodbyes, no walking out the door, just two hearts bruised but beating, wanting something more. Maybe we'll stumble, maybe we'll fall, but when I hear your voice, I forget it all. There's strength in trying, in breaking through. Every fight is worth it if it's me and you. So here we are, fighting for us again, putting pieces back together, holding close through pain. No silent goodbyes, no walking out the door, just two hearts bruised but beating, wanting something more, holding on to morning light, fighting for us, making wrongs right. The porch light flickers on a cracked frame, old boards creak with every step my name, pouring memories in a chipped coffee cup. Time don't heal, it just stacks enough. We built this house from small town dreams, knotted hands and tangled seams, but words like stones began to fall, splintered walls, no one to call. I traced the lines where we once stood, searching for what we thought we could, but the fire burned through quiet grins and left behind the space within. I'm fighting for what's lost beneath the dust, piecing together life and broken trust, through every tear and evening light slips through crooked blinds, reminds me of the tangled lines that weaved our story, bold and true, now frayed at edges, missing glue. I hear the silence where words fell short, wish I could bring back our last retort, but the past is quiet, waiting to mend if we dare to start again. I'm fighting for what's lost beneath the dust, piecing together life and broken trust. Through every tear and every fight, I wanna find a way to make it right. No more leaving what love left behind. I'm holding on, gotta clear my mind. It's not too late, I still believe we're more than just what we couldn't keep. Walking these miles to keep you near. Every scar on this heart's a vow to fight for us, starting now. I'm fighting for what's lost beneath the dust, piecing together life and broken trust. Through every tear and every fight, I wanna find a way to make it right. No more leaving what love left behind. Keep. The porch light glows with a softer hue, hope in the cracks, something new. The night fell soft, no city lights, just stars above our heads. No need for fancy words tonight, just silence where we tread. We sat beneath the open sky, the world paused in between. No rush, no noise, just steady breaths in the calm we've seen. Your hand found mine unspoken, warm like morning sun's first light. A quiet place where hearts could speak without the need to fight. Sometimes love don't shout or scream, it learns to simply be. In all the quiet moments, it grows patiently. Stillness found our way through the noise, through the crowded days. Love learned to breathe, took its time in these gentle, silent ways. No need for grand gestures, all out claims inside the storm. In the hush of our quiet, our hearts kept each other warm. We traded frantic sunsets for slow walks down country lanes. Stories told in glances, the kind that speak without refrains. The world outside kept spinning fast, but here our pace was slow. In calm we built a garden where tender feelings grow. Not every love needs to roar, sometimes it just needs to be a steady fire glowing soft, simple honesty. Stillness found our way through the noise, through the crowded days. Love learned to breathe, took its time in these gentle, silent ways. the hush of our quiet, our hearts kept each other warm. And when the world feels heavy and words fall short to say, we find home in the silence where our love can stay. No flashy spark or fireworks needed here on this night. Just you and me, breathing slow, holding on tight. Stillness found our way through the noise, through the crowded days. Love learned to breathe, took its time in these gentle, silent ways. No need for grand gestures or loud claims inside the storm. In the hush of our quiet, our hearts kept each other warm. Softly now, the night slips by, but in this quiet space, love breathes easy, love breathes slow. Love knows its perfect pace. The night folds soft over worn out hearts. Street lamps flicker like the fading sparks. I trace your name in the dust on the door, but you're not here like you were before. They say time ends what's broken inside, but the clock just ticks where you and I collide. Your old jacket still hangs by the chair, smells like regret wrapped up in the air. I take a slow walk down familiar roads, every step heavier with the stories told. One more time I'm calling your name through the silence where nothing feels the same. Like a flicker in the flame that just won't die. Love in the aftermath. One more time, I'm calling your name through the silence where nothing feels the same. Like a flicker in the flame that just won't die. Love in the aftermath. Under this tired sky. The night still holds your memory tight. I'm letting go, but holding on all night. Sunset paints the porch in gold. Coffee's cold, but stories told. Two worn chairs, side by side. Still got those sparks we can't hide. Remember that summer down by the creek. You caught that fish, said you'd never be weak. We laughed until the fire burned low, back when the world moved slow. But the roads got longer and nights stretched thin, held on tight through thick and thin. porch light swings in a careless breeze. Empty bottles line the windowsill with ease. Faded photographs stacked in dusty frames. A house that still remembers forgotten names. He said forever on a cracked front step. Words like fire but promises slip. The old dirt road knows every lie, every sunset that passed him by. And the nights got longer, the words fell harder. Time's a slow thief in worn out shoes, built from broken promises, shattered in the rain. Trying to patch the pieces, but they never fit the same. The heart's a fragile window crack, but willing to believe in something more than yesterday, a dream we couldn't keep. She waits by the mailbox for letters never come. Morning coffee turns to silence on the run. Dusty boots in the corner like memories left to dry. Dancing shadows on the wall tell no lie. Truth wears thin in the fading light. Promises broken but hold on tight. Built from broken promises, shattered in the rain. Trying to patch the pieces, but they never fit the same. The heart's a fragile window crack, but willing to believe in something more than yesterday, a dream we couldn't keep. Maybe one day the sun will shine again on a road that leads away from where it's been. Till then we hold on to the fragments we find, pieces of a story that can rewind. Built from broken promises, shattered in the rain. Trying to patch the pieces, but they never fit the same. The heart's a fragile window crack, but willing to believe in something more than yesterday, a dream we couldn't keep. That porch light flickers on a lonely street, where broken promises and dusty roads meet. There's a house on the corner where the paint's worn thin. Two coffee mugs still waiting where the morning would begin. Bills stacked on the counter like mountains tall and steep. We laughed through the silence, promises we couldn't keep. Steak or saving grace, our pockets running dry, but we found a kind of treasure in the tears we didn't cry. Holding hands beside an empty jar, dreams slipping like sand from who we are. We broke, but we stayed through the dust and the grind. Found love savor of what we used to eat. But your smile's a feast, it's all I need to keep. The porch light flickers, but you're steady and bright. Our broken hearts mending in the soft country night. We broke, but we stayed through the dust and the grind. Found love in the cracks of a worn down mind. No gold to claim, no grand parade, just two souls that refuse to fade. Maybe we ain't rich in things or gold, but richer in the stories that we hold. Every scar and every fight are pages in our book that felt so right. We broke, but we stayed through the dust and the grind. Found love in the cracks of a worn down mind. No gold to claim, no grand parade, just two souls that refuse to fade. There's a house on the corner and it's standing tall. We ain't got much, but we've got it all. The road bends through the cotton fields. Old pickup truck, windows down low. Sun's hanging like a lantern in the sky, and you're humming that tune only you know. Jenny's on the porch with her worn out boots, eyes fixed on a mailbox that won't give news. Letters piled up like autumn leaves, waiting on a promise carried by the breeze. Some say it's just fool's gold, chasing dreams that tales are told. But she's got that stubborn fire burning bright through the night's choir. If you still believe somehow, hold on to the light through the longest nights and the quiet fights. When the world's too loud and dreams are out of sight. If you still believe somehow, hold on, hold tight. Down by the river where the wild grass sways, time's waiting with a knot of hope and days, watching ripples dance like broken mirrors, framing stories only broken hearts can hear. Some say it's just a losing game, but he's standing tall despite the rain. With every step along this dusty track, there's a voice inside that won't hold back. If you still believe somehow, hold on to the light through the longest nights and the quiet fights. and the quiet fights. When the world's too loud and dreams are out of sight, if you still believe somehow, hold on, hold tight. The sun dips slow, but the sky stays bright for those who hold on to that little hope inside. Fingers tracing faded lines on old photographs. Sunday mornings with no sound, only half-past laughs. Coffee cups gone cold, like stories left untold. We live between the quiet where the truth unfolds. Packed up your sentences, left them on the shelf. I carried my own silence, pretending it was health. The porch light flickered warnings, soft and indiscreet. But in every empty room, our hearts skipped a beat. No storm cried louder than the calm we knew. Two souls paused, learning what to do. We survived the silence that swept across our days, found the pieces we've forgotten in our separate ways. It's not the words we said, but the ones we saved, that built a bridge across the space we buried. Lazy afternoon spent staring out the window pane. Harvest moon peeked in like it understood our pain. Underneath the quiet skin, there was growing fire. Language red and slow, a love that won't tire. Heartbeats speaking louder than the untouched words. Learning to listen in the space unheard. We survived the silence that swept across our days, found the pieces we've forgotten in our separate ways. It's not the words we said, but the ones we saved, that built a bridge across the space we And when the night felt endless, quiet but so real, we found a new way forward, something time could heal. Learning love's not always loud, sometimes it's in the still, in what we dared to keep and what we chose to fill. We survived the silence that swept across our days, found the pieces we've forgotten in our separate ways. It's not the words we said, but the ones we saved, that built a bridge across the space we buried. When words left town, we stayed to find the quiet kind of love that's hard to define. 'Cause when the night fell endless, quiet but so real, we found a new way forward, something time could heal. Learning love's not always loud, sometimes it's in the still, in what we dared to keep and what we chose to fill. We survived the silence that swept across our days, found the pieces we've forgotten in our separate ways. It's not the words we said, but the ones we saved, that built a bridge across the space we buried. When words left town, we stayed to find the quiet kind of love that's hard to define. wasn't gold, just worn out shoes. We didn't have the money, but we paid our dues. Beneath the canvas of endless blue, something kept us holding through. But you held my hand, counting coins from a tired stand. Old pickup truck barely ran, still we dream where the fields expand. The bills got thicker than the summer heat, but the stars above wouldn't skip a beat. We talked about places we'd never been, found hope in the cracks, not the places we'd been pinned. We broke in pieces, cracked but whole, under the same sky, living soul to soul. No diamonds, no silver, no golden prize, just the stretch of that big blue right before our eyes. Nights in the kitchen with light from the street, a worn out table and two folding seats, sharing silence where words fell thin. In broken places we found where to begin. Dreams weren't priced, they were set free, like the wind that ran through that cotton tree. Held tight our dreams, fragile and small, under one sky. We had it all. We broke in pieces, cracked but whole, under the same sky, living soul to soul. No diamonds, no silver, no golden prize, just the stretch of that big blue right before our eyes. And maybe we're not made for shiny things, but in the quiet moments our melody sings. Two hearts stitched with common thread and worn out shoes, forward we've tread. We broke in pieces, cracked but whole, under the same sky, living soul to soul. No diamonds, no silver, no golden prize, just the stretch of that big blue right before our eyes. We didn't need fortune to get us by, just the hope that lives under the same sky. The night's alive with city lights, smoke paints the sky so red. But here beneath these burning stars, there's something calm instead. from weary feet. Your hand found mine through chaos, dance a rhythm steady and sweet. Smokestacks reach, the fires climb, but you held me closer still. In a world that's falling apart, we found a quiet thrill. With every spark that flew around, I didn't see the blaze. All I saw was your steady gaze. When the flames fade away and the night turns gray, we'll be the calm, the reason the storm won't stay. In a world on fire, we stood side by side, chose each other when the world ignited. Burned out buildings tell their tales, streets where dreams grew thin, but your laughter cut through smoke and ash, a spark I'd never been. Through cracked sidewalks and broken glass, our story carved its way. Hand in hand we faced the fire, refusing to stray. No matter how the tempest turned, you were my steady guide. In the heat, we found a place to hide. When the flames fade away and the night turns gray, we'll be the calm, the reason the storm won't stay. In a world on fire, we stood side by side, chose each other when the world ignited. All around us, the world may burn, but here the fire's tamed, not by fear, but love declared, a bond that's unashamed. We're the spark that fights the heat, the shelter from the storm. In every blaze I find your name, a promise held warm. When the flame